Christopher Bell wins the 2025 NASCAR All-Star Race at North Wilkesboro Speedway after fending off Joey Logano for like the last 20 laps after the promoter's caution. This is definitely the best out of the 3 races we've seen at North Wilkesboro in the All-Star race with the next gen car. Definitely this new package or whatever they brought today definitely brought on good racing. We saw, as the later the runs got, we saw hints of last year's and the year before's race where they just were racing single file. But for like the first multiple laps of the runs, they was great racing. Glad to see it. And, very, it was either going to be Logano or Bell. My pick was Bell to win it. And my pick won it. I just saw how good he did in his heat race, and I was like, man, this car is gonna be fast. And sure enough, he won. For a while, it looked like Logano was gonna win, but he just made a bad decision by staying out. It was a horrible decision. That was a very interesting decision, but probably cost him the win. He was trying to crash Bell when he really had no shot. Like, even if he crashed Bell and succeeded, there would have been a restart, and at that point, another driver would have got that had 4 tires, or he would go get 4 tires and be stuck in the back. So really, that's that. My favorite driver, Kyle Busch, finishes 8th after a solid performance. Brad Keselowski, for his fans, another heartbreak. Felt like that he at least was going to have a solid finish. He led the first multiple laps before kind of must have did a different adjustment to his car, made it fall off. Was still running around 10th. Not bad, but then he just loses it, hits the wall. Second enough of the race after Dan Suarez hit the wall. Very interesting strategies. I'm surprised after the promoters caution, that final restart, I'm surprised they kept it together, because there's a lot of cars holding him up. That's probably one of the only reasons why Logano finished second or third, because everybody else they were managed to drive away, and everybody else got held back because there's a Wilco Racing car of Harrison Burton, I do believe, and like Carson Hocevar and a lot of other cars just kept holding him up. Ryan Blaney, everybody who did not take tires just kept holding him up, or just stayed out, just kept holding him up, and they were getting really squirrely. And, felt like, and Kyle Busch almost made it 4 wide at one point. I thought that was it for Kyle Busch's race. My heart dropped for a second, because I thought that was the end of his race. That was going to be a big crash, but nope, they managed to keep it together. And wow, great racing, at least for like the first 20 laps of the run. And then Michael Waltrip dropped the caution flag after he waved the promoter's caution. I'm actually a fan of the promoter's caution, because without that race would have finished just like how the others did. Definitely should only be for the All-Star race, but I don't mind the few gigs they have for the All-Star race. It's not points race. Make it fun for the fans, make it worth attending to. Give it some different stuff to it. Definitely don't add too much, because then it just takes away the point of racing NASCAR, but definitely add some stuff to it. I liked it. A couple of drives I wish could have made it in. Shane Van Gisbergen, he deserved to make it in. Like, he was fast. Like, that's the first time I've seen him fast on the next gen car, on the Cup car, on an oval, or any like short track non-road course or super speedway. Like, he had a fast car, but then his team and an All-Star Open just messed him up by doing some sort of adjustment to it or something, which made it drive slower than a rock, and absolutely killed his day. And he didn't win the fan vote, so he ends up finishing, not even making it to the race. A lot of great racing, though. Really happy how it went compared to the other two. I don't know if I don't know if I agree with Kevin Harvick's statement he said about putting it into the regular schedule. Definitely a great All-Star race, but I think this is the best the package is going to get, because I feel like it's not going to get any better than this. And if it was a regular race, and besides a couple of stages, we probably wouldn't have many cautions, besides maybe strings of restarts here after stages or whatever. But that's about it, because once you get into the run and no cautions, you're done until stage or end of the race, really. So I don't know if I agree with him on that, but definitely it does do a good All-Star race. And it's just very great racing. Again, Christopher Bell wins. That's really all I gotta say about this 2025 NASCAR All-Star Race in North Wilkesboro Speedway. Yeah, that's it.